There's a jewel of good news here, assuming that this thing works out. It looks like President Obama and Iran have inked a deal. Now, it's going to have to be, it's not, this is not just the United States and Iran. This is the United States plus Russia and 5 European countries, it's the P1 plus 5 or P5 plus 1, excuse me, I guess. And so this is, the 5 members of the permanent members of the Security Council in the United Nations. 5 of them, and I'm forgetting which country is not part of the Security Council. But in any case, so there's 6 countries now that have to ratify this thing. The UN has to ratify it, I believe. And the United States Congress has to ratify it, as does the Iranian parliament. And, we've got hardliners here. We've got the folks who just, are totally opposed to this. Tom Cotton is the leader of the we called them the 47 traitors when they signed the letter to the Iranians saying, don't take seriously anything Obama does. He's just the president. We're Congress, and we have the final say on these things. I mean, it's just so bizarre. So we've got the 47 traitors in the Senate who may well blow up this deal. We'll see. But there was a post, Shay Kanan posted this over on Democratic Underground, and I thought it was just brilliant. Iran has a semi-meaningful democratic process, which, by the way, you can't say for places like Saudi Arabia. It has the largest Jewish minority in the Middle East outside of Israel. It allows people to practice their religion. It allows women to drive. And both Sunni and Shiite practice freely. It allows transsexual people to legally reassign their gender and has made cannabis de facto legal. It is a deeply flawed state, but nonetheless better than most in the region, and certainly not deserving of the grotesque characterization afforded to it by the American media. Amen. It's time to not just bring Iran into the out of the dark, out of the cold, into the world of the other nations, but it's time for us to stop punishing them. Now, I believe that we have been keeping Iran at such a long arm's distance for so long because Republicans do not want the story of the Reagan campaign collaborating with Iran to hold the hostages so that Ronald Reagan could beat Jimmy Carter in 1980 to come out. They don't want this story to come out. But the guy who was the prime minister, Bonnie Sauter, at the time in 1980, has said this is exactly what happened.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
That said, I predict that we will hear no discussion of that in the corporate media. We'll be back.